Salut, c'est Géraldine, bienvenue sur Comme, Française TV, Sound French, even to the French. Some French words are almost synonyms, but not quite, and we use each one differently. For a native speaker, it seems natural, but for someone who wants to learn the language, the rules are blurry. I want to help you untangle those words, and as a starting point, let's start with the starting points, and the French words to set them up. Des, depuis, à partir, and all their friends. They have a similar meaning. They mark the cut in the past when a change happened, or they set up a point in the future when things will happen. However, even if they have a global common point, these words are used differently in French language. Let's dive in. Dès. Dès mostly means as soon as. It must be followed by something, a condition or a starting point in the past or even in the near future. It can be an action with a verb, for example. Je me suis levé dès que le réveil a sonné. Je me suis levé dès que le réveil a sonné. I got up as soon as the alarm went off. Dès que j'arrive à la maison, je me fais couler un bain. Dès que j'arrive à la maison, je me fais couler un bain. As soon as I get home, I run myself a bath. You can also use a simple noun. Then it's tricky to translate, but it means as early as. Vous pourrez plonger dans la piscine dès votre arrivée à l'hôtel. Vous pourrez plonger dans la piscine dès votre arrivée à l'hôtel. You can dive in the swimming pool as early as your arrival at the hotel. Je suis occupée aujourd'hui, mais je te rappelle dès demain. Je suis occupée aujourd'hui, mais je te rappelle dès demain. I'm busy today, but I will call you back as early as tomorrow. It's also the word we use to translate as soon as possible, dès que possible, dès que possible. But strangely, we still frequently use the English acronym ASAP anyway in French, and that's pronounced ASAP, which is super weird. The accent, going down from left to right, l'accent grave is important. Without it, it becomes the short word des, the plural for un, une, which doesn't exist in English. Un lapin, des lapins. Un lapin, des lapins. Une maison, des maisons. It's the same. And with un accent aigu going up from left to right, it becomes the plural for dice. Un dé à six faces, plusieurs dés à six faces. A six-sided dice, several six-sided die. Finally, in des, the S is always silent. If you pronounce it, it becomes the name of the Swiss singer for children, Henri Dess. Henri Dess, who is amazing, so check him out. Depuis. Depuis is used to express something that's always in the past, but followed by an action or state that still is in effect in the present. It mostly means since or for in that way. After depuis, you need something else. It can be a verb or an action, a starting point. Then we use depuis que. Tout a changé depuis qu'elle est partie. Tout a changé depuis qu'elle est partie. Everything has changed since she left. Depuis que je regarde les vidéos de Comme, Française, j'ai beaucoup progressé en français. Depuis que je regarde les vidéos de Comme, Française, j'ai beaucoup progressé en français. Since I've been watching Comme, Française videos, my French has improved a lot. You can also use a simple noun as a starting point or even a duration. Depuis mon arrivée à Paris, je suis émerveillée. Depuis mon arrivée à Paris, je suis émerveillée. Since my arrival in Paris, I've been amazed. J'apprends le français depuis 2 ans. J'apprends le français depuis 2 ans. I've been learning French for 2 years. If you want to use depuis followed by a duration, you can also use ça fait and que. Ça fait que. Ça fait 3 heures que je regarde des épisodes de Comme, Française. Ça fait 3 heures que je regarde des épisodes de Comme, Française. It's been 3 hours that I'm watching Comme, Française TV episodes. Ça fait 3 heures que je regarde des épisodes de Comme, Française. Ça fait 3 heures que je regarde des épisodes de Comme, Française. Je regarde des épisodes de Comme, Française depuis 3 heures. That's the same. Je regarde des épisodes de Comme, Française depuis 3 heures. I've been watching Comme, Française TV episodes for 3 hours now. That's a long time, my friend, so be careful with that. Depuis also means from a location in space instead of time. For example, il nous appelle depuis Paris. Il nous appelle depuis Paris. He's calling us from Paris. In that meaning, you can use a simple de instead of depuis. For example, il nous appelle de Paris. He's calling us from Paris. That's the same. À partir de. À partir de means literally starting from. It has several meanings and one of them is close to depuis and des. Je vais à la gym à partir de demain. Je vais à la gym à partir de demain. I will go to the gym starting tomorrow. You could say je vais à la gym dès demain. I will go to the gym as early as tomorrow. But à partir de makes it clearer that you want to keep going to the gym after tomorrow as well. If someone tells you le livreur arrive dès demain, le livreur arrive dès demain. The delivery man will arrive as early as tomorrow. They insist on the fact that it will happen tomorrow and it's already really soon. When they tell you le colis sera disponible à partir de demain, le colis sera disponible à partir de demain, the package will be available starting from tomorrow. Tomorrow is just a starting point. It may happen a bit later than that as well. If you want to know more precisely when you should be at home to meet the delivery man, you can ask entre quand et quand, or entre quelle heure et quelle heure. Okay, that's very French. Entre quelle heure et quelle heure, which is one useful sentence, entre starting point and ending point. In French, this information is called une fourchette. Une fourchette, it's a range, literally a fork. So don't worry if people want to give you forks randomly. Une fourchette horaire, une fourchette horaire, or une fourchette de prix. Une fourchette de prix are only a time range and a price range. Formally, it's also called une approximation, or une estimation, an approximation or an estimate. Casually, there would be an adverb, approximativement, that's a bit tricky, approximativement, à peu près. Okay, that's the same. À peu près, approximativement, approximately or roughly. But on a friendly basis, we will also use en gros, or à la louche, literally with a ladle. It's informal French for roughly speaking or basically. Et toi, did you know the difference between des and depuis? Can you write 2 French sentences, one with each of these words below? Share your experience in French if you dare in the comments below the video. We can all learn from your story. The comment section is the best place to start discussions with the community and ask me questions, so don't hesitate to comment. So please comment if you like this video or if you have something you want me to talk about. I read all the comments, especially yours. If you like this video, share it with your friends on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, by email, any way you like, with your neighbor. Help me spread the word about Comme, Française. Merci. Love French, dream of sounding French even to the French. Learn how with me, Géraldine, on commeunefrançaise.com, and subscribe to my email updates for exclusive tips on real life in French every Tuesday, plus an exclusive video lesson, Introduce Yourself in French. And it's free. Merci for watching Comme une Française TV, sound French even to the French. Allez, salut!